Hi everyone, I'm Andrew Trombley,
I'm Akiko Hosoi.
and we are a husband and wife team of the Stanford Symphony Orchestra. How do we meet?
We met at school.
We actually met at a bar for a mutual friend's birthday party, but it's okay. Meeting at school sounds much nicer. But the funny thing, we were at Juilliard together, and even though you're at a school that's within one city block, for about 3 semesters, I never saw Akiko at all. Until all of a sudden, one day, I started seeing her everywhere. But that's probably because I was looking. What are some pros and cons of being married to a musician in your field? Do you want to take over this one?
Well, sure. It's kind of hard to separate the pros and cons because it's more of the one statement kind of fits both pros and cons kind of thing. It's, I don't have to explain much about what I'm thinking or what I'm talking about because we're working together and we play together, we teach together, we do everything kind of, not everything, but a lot of things together, which is great because we get a lot of things done and we get to really do some interesting things together, but that also means we're always able to talk about work if we want to. We'll go till the end of the night to talk about something, we'll go to bed, and then next morning, before even saying good morning, I'll just be like, okay, so, about last night, and Andrew's like, well, can I have my coffee first?
What is our history with the Stanford Symphony Orchestra? It's a short but very sweet history. I have to give a shout out to my former principal bass player, Judy Sugarman, who brought me into the Stanford Symphony Orchestra. First, he brought me in a couple of times as a substitute musician, until one day I was very fortunate to be offered a contract.
And mine is pretty similar. I was called to sub once. I think pretty much after you started subbing, they needed another violinist, and they were like, why not? So they gave me a chance, and it's been great ever since.
I'm sure it's a little bit more than why not. She has a pretty good reputation of being a violinist. Our personal and professional lives seem to intersect a lot. How has the quarantine affected your day-to-day life? Well, it really comes back to that pros and cons conversation. Now, we really don't have any way of separating our personal space from work. We're in our home and we work. But one of the big positives that came out of this whole situation is that we've had opportunities to read through a lot of duet repertoire. Akiko and I do duet recitals, duet gigs quite frequently, a couple of times for the Stanford Symphony Orchestra. And it's always good to have new material to really expand our repertoire before we keep playing the same thing over and over again. What are we most looking forward to when the Stanford Symphony comes back live?
Melanie's Blondies, for sure. These are these tiny little piece of heaven that our principal oboe makes for the symphony members, or anyone that really stops by the break room, and these are just amazing. We get to eat them on both our concert days and it's amazing.
But all kidding aside, we really can't wait to see our friends and our colleagues and make beautiful music with them again. It's been a long time, and I'm really missing it. Also, it's going to be our first true season with our music director at the helm. We were very fortunate and excited to be able to work with him a couple of times last season. And now we're waiting for just more and more concerts, more and more opportunities. He's an electrifying personality. It's going to be a blast. What can we tell you about the piece that we recorded? So this is one of the newest finds that we mentioned earlier. Florence Price was the first African-American woman to have a piece performed by a major symphony orchestra. In addition to being a brilliant pianist and organist, she was also an extremely dedicated music teacher. And Ticklin Toes is a very small, very cute and quick piano etude that Akiko and I were able to arrange for violin and bass.
I tried playing it on piano, and I think it sounds really cute on violin and bass.
So, Enjoy.